Munchkins and viewers alike, it's me Munchie. Welcome back to the channel. This has been an anticipated video that was going to be coming up here soon. By the time you see this, the line could completely be already out. But today we are going to be reviewing, well not really reviewing, but showing you a haul of what I got from the newly switched over line from Petsmart. It's called Full Cheeks. Now they are rebranding, so that means their old All Living Things line is no longer going to be called that because yeah, they're not so great when it comes to marketing. However, just recently with the Full Cheeks switch over from All Living Things, which is a mouthful, it looks very modern. The colors work very well. They are, I wouldn't say neutral, but they would appease even to people like me. Like there's some dark navy blues, or maybe not navy blues, but a dark pastel blue. Is that even a thing? I don't know. But it looks good because there's also colors like purple, which is one of my favorites. So today, let's talk about my haul that I got from Petsmart. And I went in person for this, so they're all online and in person. I would highly recommend looking in person because some of these items may seem bigger when they're not, but some of these items, they come in different sizes, so I'll talk about that. First, let's just get this out of the way. Let's talk about the new food that's been introduced. So the Power 5 Lab Block, done, but they have just rebranded it. I got both Lab Block, Hamster, and Gerbil here. Let me see if I can show this to you. Look at that really nice packaging, and that hamster, oh my god, it's the cutest thing ever. With that face, of course, they get you. I love it. I'm just gonna say that right now. I shouldn't be praising PetSmart so high and mighty, but they are slowly changing into a hopefully better direction. Hopefully. It's kind of iffy, but we'll see. And unfortunately, it does not have or does not meet the crude protein minimum. So crude protein for Syrians should be 18 to 22, with 22 being higher for very young Syrians, and then slowly dropping that protein as time goes on, because the older an animal gets, they don't need all that protein. Same with cats and dogs. Once they get older, your protein content for them drops. Otherwise, you could be overloading their system. Crude fat, 4.5, which is that kind of low? I'm trying to remember because I run a small animal rescue for those who are new here, and just trying to remember numbers for each individual animal and what is considered too fat and what is considered too small. I want to say this is probably on the lower end. I want to say 5% is more ideal than 4.5, but it's not like super low. So this is within normal range, I believe. The crude fiber is 15%. That's really high for animals who don't need that much fiber. Ingredients. Timothy hay, still number one. That's probably why you see it being more green, is because Timothy hay is added in here. This is not an animal that needs a high fiber diet, but they are still making them for high fiber, and they're copying Oxbow. So PetSmart's done this really creative thing where they're looking at everything that they sell for small animals and say, we can make that better. We can make that better. Oh heck, I have bedding in the other room. Let me show you once I grab it. I totally forgot I could add it to this video. I've just been slowly like grabbing bedding here and there. They are noticing stuff like, say for instance, when Tiny Tails came out, it's because they want to copy KT and make the money and try to pull people away from that brand so they can start making money, not being just like a third-party seller. And so that company is able to cut costs and make things more affordable while also getting the majority of the money. When they saw, for instance, with their bedding line, they saw, oh, this could be pulled from KT, or oh, this could be pulled from Carefresh. Let's make bedding that looks like this. And now their entire shelf is just their brand. They have really pushed aside the other brands, and they have created more options, which is insane. So whoever is behind the marketing team, you're a genius, but I also hate you because you're probably a part of that Tiny Tails line because you know where it's at. Promoting animal neglect unintentionally like that, or maybe you do know, but you just like the moolah. Anyways, I just wish you would learn a little bit, you know, and try to get away from that. They are looking at Oxbow and they're like, huh, that's actually a good ingredients list. That's a good brand. Let's see if we can copy them. So basically it's like, everywhere has Kroger, right? Everybody knows of a Kroger store. In our area, it's QFC or Fred Meyer's. So if you notice Kroger products right next to like things that you're familiar with and you're used to, it's just them trying to like, you know, cut the middleman out and get more money while also making that product. But I like the packaging. But Timothy hay should not be first ingredient. Wheat middling, soybean meal, corn, soybean hulls, feeding oatmeal, wheat, Milo, barley, vegetable oil. Now we got the Hamster and Gerbil foraging dye, which is the seed mix. But let me zoom in. Do you see all of that? there's not a lot of raw ingredients. And let me tell you why. It's probably because there is 14% crude protein, so it's dropped down just a bit. There is 5% crude fat, which went up a bit, and then there's crude fiber, which is 8%, which I believe that's in the all right range. I think it's the lower range for fiber, but it's still good. I think like 5% or 6 or 7 might be considered too low for them, but they do still need to have fiber in the diet. Wheat, milo, wheat middlings, millet, corn, and sunflower seeds are the first few ingredients of this. And even though it's not ideal, you can definitely try mixing a little bit at a time into your hamster food. You don't want to mix the whole thing because you might not have a well-balanced diet, but you can still, if you actually buy stuff that's not like a full diet appropriate, you can still probably use this. Or if you want to, you can use this alongside a lab block that has the higher protein. So C-Mix is always going to contain lower, so go for a high lab block protein. Missouri and also KT has lab blocks. And people always wonder this too. They're like, wait a minute, isn't that rat and mouse? Why are you feeding hamsters rat and mouse? Well, technically we have mice at the rescue, so we can feed this to them if it's not too high in protein. Oh God, 21%, no. I would say that's a little bit too high for mice. I won't be feeding this necessarily to my mouse because he really, at this point of his life, since he is becoming a senior, Mr. Turpentine at the rescue here, he does not need all that protein. You want to do less. But this can be actually a great substitute for hamsters because they do need that protein and it is safe and healthy for them. Just like Rat and Mouse Missouri that I just recommended, that is a rat and mouse formula. So this right here says soybean meal, wheat middlings, corn distillers, dried grains with solubles, corn vegetable oil, feeding oatmeal, wheat, milo, barley. Right off the bat, same ingredients, however, higher concentration of protein at 21. Fiber is going to be at 7, which is lower, and then crude fat 5. So yeah, definitely you could just add some of this in there, and it actually is a browner color. Isn't that great? It's because there's not actually hay in here. If you see cane molasses, that is added sugars, unfortunately. This I approve of. And if you want to know the price, let me see here. SA Diet, SA Diet, SA Diet. Well, one of them was $10.99. The other one was $6.49, and then one of them is $5.99. I am going to assume, because this is very easy to produce, this is going to be the $5.99 one. I assume, but correct me if I'm wrong, this one might be the $6.49. But why is one of them $10.99? It says right here it's 2.5 pounds, but it doesn't feel like 2.5 pounds. But I assume this is $10.99. Oh my God. We got the cutest little dust bath with flaps. Isn't that so cute? So this is a big enough entryway for a Syrian. I want to say yes, let me see. Measure with camera, yes. Okay, cool. So I believe, just from doing that, and I could just see it, and it's flaps, so hopefully they don't get stuck. You can put sand in here, but let me take it apart, because right here it says quick clean dust bath, meaning that it's gonna act like a shifting litter box does, I assume. So I'm just gonna take this off. Controls dust and sand while bathing. So they say dust and sand. I really wish they wouldn't. I believe they do still have dust, but I think the reason why they say dust and sand is because there is small animals that can have dust, which the only small animal is a chinchilla, and it's technically not that small when we're talking about the whole majority of small animal critters. It says controls dust and sand while bathing, but if this is the size of the pan, they should just get rid of dust because that's super misleading. Easy access doors, shifter, filter, directions for... Oh my God, there's directions. For best results, place 1 to 2 inches of dust in bath. Okay, now this is where they completely went wrong. What is your problem, Petsmart? Why aren't you listening to us? Why? Anyways, I have to yell at the camera to yell at you guys, to yell about Petsmart. I'm sorry, this is just the way I'm made or built. Or this is just my content, one or the others. If you hate my yelling, this is not for you. Anyways, remove dust bath from habitat or pen area after 10 to 15 minutes to avoid soiling. So that is very true. If you don't want them to soil, you have to remove it. However, remove it within 10 to 15 minutes is more of a pet store policy for themselves where they can't just leave it in there all day, so if they have to remove it. But within the first couple minutes, usually they are just dusting themselves off in the sand and making sure their coats are all nice and clean. Dwarfs absolutely really need dust. Syrians, it's more of an enrichment bonus, but it does clean their fur. Do they absolutely need it? No, because they can clean themselves just fine. Dwarfs, on the other hand, absolutely do. It's because of the region that they come from and their genetics. It is easiest to roll around in the sand, get every fur and fiber on their little bodies, but usually you add sand so that it can become a potty / litter box. They like going in it and or storing their food on it, eating their food on it, or cleaning themselves on it. So that's why you see pet stores suggesting not leaving this in here for that long, because you cannot maintain it. But what we typically do is we give it to animals 24/7, keep it in there for a couple days, and then change it out. I know some people will shift through it, but some sand, it doesn't control ammonia, and that ammonia will build up, and that's not good for you to be breathing, nor your hamster to be breathing. So anyways, this is how it works. You see this little thing right there? You just take it apart. I guess you take it apart. You just like push it. Actually, if there's sand in here, this is gonna be a little difficult. Let me just... No, why is it making that noise? I was just gonna like demonstrate trying to take it apart where there's sand in here. This is not gonna be easy. What the heck? I can't even get it out. Ow! Why? In every video I hurt myself. Not intentional. Did I just get stuck? I just got stuck. Ah! Why? I got it stuck. Why? It just let me pick it up, but then I pushed it back in, and now it's stuck. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Can you please pop out? I'm gonna be turning red by the time this video is over. Oh, did I get it? Yes. No? Yes. Yes. No. Yes. You can see how deep this side is. Flip this over. You see how not deep that side is? How did I manage to do this? I've already ruined this. Of course, it's me ruining it. If I break this, I am returning it. I was planning on keeping this. What the heck? Easy access doors. Quick clean. Made with love for hamsters and gerbils. I can't get it out. Munchie can't get it out. So I just threw it. All right, well, that piece of is, let's see here. That was an accessory, $10. I am so returning it. We're gonna be moving on to one of our final items, although I have bedding that I will share with you at the end of this video. It is the 3-in-1 space saver. There was actually a large size, and I think there might have been a medium. But why am I talking like this now? It's because I am too frustrated. I'm sorry, so you're gonna be hearing me with this voice for a little bit. 3-in-1 water dispenser, made with love for hamsters, gerbils, and mice. Interesting. The other one said not for mice. Actually, that's a good thing, because mice, they do not need sand. Provide your mouse with eco-earth instead for enrichment. So easy drink and play, encourages play, built-in hideout, which, oh, we're gonna see if that's appropriate for a Syrian. It shows on the box, yes, but a lot of these times, these Syrian hamsters are about 4 to 5 weeks old. You can definitely tell in the face and the body size and the coat length at the time, which are older Syrians and which are younger. That is just a trick that they like to do to promote really small wheels, especially in Asia. They like to show young Syrians on these things. But once you get an older Syrian, obviously it's not gonna fit. Water bottle can secure to habitat or dispenser base. Oh, that's very interesting. Is there anything else? Oh yes, it has a little diagram over here, but let me show you the box.
Would you please focus? Oh my gosh, it takes forever with my camera. And then there's the back. And the back says, I should stop talking like this, but I'm not going to. Fill water bottle. Place bottle on base and fill bowl with food. Bottle may also be secured to a habitat. Care instructions, hand wash in soapy water and rinse well. Avoid washing nozzle with high pressure water. Use a bottle brush to remove any buildup. It is recommended you clean your bottle weekly and change out water daily.
Okay. Good directions. Do appreciate. That's actually pretty okay. I like how descriptive they're getting because, you know, unfortunately, just like you and me know, guys, you and me more likely know, there's probably 93% of you that have had bad hamster care. I, Munchie, take full responsibility of my past and claim that I was not a good hamster keeper. You guys might have started out just the same on the wrong foot as me. Maybe it was with a salt lick. Maybe it was with a smaller than ideal wheel. When we move on from these time periods, we gotta remember that there was a time when like 360 square inches was the minimum in the United States. And it was like that because there was not a whole lot at the time available. A lot of this has to do with pet laws as well as pet market. But now that we have stuff like this, it makes it so much easier for new time pet parents to understand the needs of an animal. But oh my gosh, there was one inquiry today that got really upset that we declined them at the rescue because they had a habit trail ovo. And they're like, well, my hamster was happy in it and lived a long, happy life. So yeah, I'm gonna get offended, but I'm gonna back out. So have a nice day. We do get a lot of those at the rescue where like we say, hey, here's our checklist. Hey, here's our requirements. They submit anyways their critter trail or tiny tail cage. When we tell them, hey, this is not appropriate, please check out the previously attached stuff and let us know if you would like to upgrade. We wouldn't mind going over a few things with you so you can better understand your animal's needs. They get very, very upset. Like I say it nicely, my team says it nicely to people, but sometimes people are absolute dicks. We've had people that have literally said, oh, well, I'm gonna go get a hamster from a pet store or a guinea pig from a pet store. And it's like, oh, you wanna be one of those people then? Mighty fine of you to say that, because now that means you are never coming back ever again. You are now officially banned and we are not going to deal with you because instead of being understanding, you get defensive and threaten. And if we don't abide by your ways of giving you the animal, you're going somewhere else. And we don't care because we love our animals to death. We do not want them in any wrong hands. I bet an animal don't want to be with you. Anyways, this is flimsy. Oh my god. So I really love the Night Angel base for their water bottle. This, even though it has a wider area, surface area that is, it's still very flimsy. You don't want any sort of wheel stand or water bottle stand to be knocked over. This can easily be knocked over. Now the width of the entryway, that's not bad at all. If they knocked over the water bottle, which I will take out of this circular looking thing. Oh my god, why is it circle? Why is it circle? What? Why? Why? Why is it circle? It is an open bottom. I recommend highly for people open bottom hides because you don't want your animal trapped inside. If they get in there, sometimes it's hard to get out. You gotta provide for them and be safe about it. Small water bottle. I have yet to test this, but right here, it feels very shallow for the little ball at the end of the nozzle, but it seems like it's still coming back every time I press it. So we will see if it leaks or not. It's always fun having braces because when you try to say something, you have to say it 3,565 times. Leaks, 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 not leaks, leaks, leaks. But it's really stiff and oh, there's already damage to it. Look at that. Not my face, not my face. Look, look with your eyes. Oh my, it's still focusing on my face. Look, why is my camera like this? Oh my gosh, someone want to buy me a new camera? That's a joke. If you do want to support me to get a new camera, because I am starting to get so sick of this one, just watch YouTube videos. I mean, you're not actively giving me money, but you're helping me get money. If you do want to help out the channel, like just watching videos here definitely helps out without having to donate. That was always the weird part about Twitch for me, is that like people physically donated to me and I felt bad because I'm taking their money, whereas I'm taking a company's money by you just watching ads. So thank you guys. A lot of this stuff just goes back into purchasing stuff like this. Let's stick it on here. Yeah, that's not gonna come out. That is what that looks like. It has curves. I just realized this. This is its head. This is its hip. And I guess this is its stomach. This looks too humanoid. You could probably put googly eyes on here. Like, I thought it was appealing, but now it's making me question the design and what people were thinking of. Why is it so curvy? Why is it a head shape? Anyways, you can put something in here like small little treats. It's best to scatter feed, but you can put treats in here. And that, my friends, was $9.99. So a lot of this stuff is within $10. Now, it does add up. So this was around $50, actually a little under $50 after tax. This is so bloody cute. Full cheeks, paper bedding, unscented, low dust, classy gray. Like, this whole layout, it makes you want to purchase it. And it's made in the USA. Like, I like you, Carefresh, but you have huge competition now. Huge, especially since they take up so much of their space. It's great that Carefresh has colors, but like I was saying for a while, Carefresh, they still have limited amounts of stuff, and they only have one style of bedding, which is their it's not really crumpled, but it is a denser bedding. So this is basically the copycat of Carefresh. Whereas if we're talking about like small animal select bedding that you see on Amazon, which I do and do not recommend depending on which one, the bleached one, no, but the unbleached, it's all right. This is the unbleached version of that. Whereas this is not the same quality as KT Clean and Cozy. There's even more at Petsmart that resembles that. And other beddings, like they do Aspen, they do crumple litter. I need to buy more. I will buy more. You will see more videos like this. But this is their version. Isn't this adorable? And the photos are all different except for this was on that package. But this is much bigger on this package. But this one says paper bedding unscented 14-day odor control. Now it says proven to control ammonia odors. It doesn't necessarily mean it has baking soda. A lot of people just shy away from odor control because they just think that it's all connected. Please don't assume that. Please actually look at the material and also ask the company, because I do believe on their website of their past bedding, they have said to them, no, it does not contain baking soda. But there are people in hamster groups who are saying, oh, odor control means there's baking soda in it. No, only if they claim there's baking soda is there baking soda in it. But this stuff gets used so quickly at the rescue. But thank you guys so much for watching today. If you enjoyed it, hit like and subscribe if you're new here and would like to become a part of the Munchkin family. And I'll see you around the next video. Take care, everyone. Ta-ta for now. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Oh, God, no.